Get ready to have a blast on Corey's Cast, where we talk about everything related to rehabilitation and recovery, from injuries and treatments to the unique journeys in the pursuit of an optimal life. I am your host, Corey Rasmussen. So welcome to another episode of Corey's Cast, where we have the opportunity to discuss with special guests who have had recent injuries and have gone on a journey and eventually led to some successful outcomes. Today's special guest, we are very honored to have Alyssa Yee. She's a softball player at ISU, and she's had some huge success. And so we're really fortunate enough to have her here. But before we really get into the interview with her, I want to remind our viewers, so don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, and share our video. We have a goal of trying to get at least 10,000 views, which I think we can smash, but we want to get at least 10,000 views, if not more. So please help us achieve that. And so without further ado, Alyssa, thanks for coming on the show.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
It's fantastic. So we're going to dive right into their most recent accomplishment, which is going down to Texas and playing some high level caliber teams down there. And so let's talk about the Texas Tech game. They're ranked number 13th. You guys are going in there. What's kind of the mindset if you're going up against a giant like that for our little school, if you will?
Yeah, so basically going into the weekend, we knew we were going to play some tough teams. And our mindset as a team was just like, we got nothing to lose. Go ahead and ball out. Like, let's show them what we got. And this weekend really showed, like, the trust within the team and everything. Just our talent that we have was great. Because, like, obviously beat Texas Tech, which was great, really big. And then we were really close with Texas A&M. And they were ranked number 4 this week.
Yeah.
So that was awesome. And then Texas State is a really good team too. And we lost them last year. So this year was like revenge.
Yeah.
And it was great.
That's great.
It was just awesome.
Yeah. I mean, to go down into their kind of home territory over there and put the smack down on one of them or two of them, and then just kind of really come close on the other one. That's phenomenal. And so, had a lot of bright, shining stars out of those games. You guys all played well. So I saw on social media, and I don't know if it was the Texas trip or a different trip, but I had seen under there that you had stolen 4 bases, and that was a school record. Talk to me about that. Is this real? Yes.
So I guess I broke a school record with 4 stolen bases in one game, and that was at the Utah Tech tournament.
Okay.
So that was the weekend before.
All right.
And it was the game against UC San Diego, I believe. And I guess I stole 4 bases. I was just running around and stealing bases and everything.
Gosh. So is stealing bases part of, is that your thing? Are you known for that?
I'm not really known for it. I guess maybe this year I might be known for it. But, as an outfielder, we do a lot of running for the infielders when they do their situational stuff. So I think that's helped a lot. That's helped a lot.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Just reading the ball in the dirt and getting a jump on it and just seeing the different pitches, it makes it a little easier for me to steal. But yeah, once you get a good jump, I'm gone.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Is there like one base that's easier to steal than another?
Probably second base because it's a longer throw.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
sense.
Second and third is a little bit risky.
Yeah. Did you do second to third?
I think I did, but it was like a pass ball, so it was like still a stolen base though.
Nice. Yeah, totally. That's very good. Awesome. So that was that tournament. Now, you're just already off to like an awesome year because I saw a few weeks ago you were Big Sky Conference Player of the Week.
Yes.
And I don't know how your outfielding play was, but your batting was off the charts. Tell us about that.
Yeah, so I was batting .563 on the weekend. So that's great. If you're batting over 500, that's good. With 11 RBIs, 2 home runs, and a grand slam too.
And a grand slam.
Well, one home run and then the grand slam counted as a second. But so that was my first career grand slam.
Yeah.
So that was really exciting.
Yeah, that is. People go their whole career without getting one.
Yeah.
So that's awesome.
So it was really, really exciting.
And that was where?
That was in Las Vegas.
Las Vegas.
Yes.
So now you're playing some other big teams down there. Why do you think that game was so special for you, and why were you able to perform at that level? Have you been batting that well?
This year I've been seeing the ball really well. I've been staying just really relaxed. That's been my whole thing this year, is just keeping it simple, staying relaxed. I have this routine before I go up to bat. Once I step in the batter's box, or before I step in the batter's box, I just have to take a deep breath before every pitch and stay relaxed, and then here we go.
Yeah.
So I've just been like trying to like slow down, stay calm, see the ball well, and then put a good swing on it.
And you're from down around that area, right?
Yeah, so I'm from California, Southern California, so it was only 4 hours away from like my home.
So you were able to put that performance on in front of all your family and stuff?
Yes.
Awesome.
So I had a lot of family there because I do have my aunt and my cousins, and my grandma lives in Vegas too.
Okay.
So they were able to come, and that was like really special to me.
Yeah.
So, having them there was really nice.
What a great, they were probably just going out of their minds for a game like that.
Yeah. So it was like really nice, and it was so good seeing them. I really miss them.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Okay, awesome. So now, was that your first Big Sky? I feel like you've won the Big Sky Conference Player of the Week before.
Yes. So my first time winning was my freshman year of college, and it was opening weekend, which was great.
Yeah.
Didn't expect it. Yeah, as a freshman,
weekend.
That doesn't happen
No.
often. But that was amazing. I was still batting over 500 the first weekend, had 2 home runs also, couple RBIs there too. But you don't expect that as a freshman.
No.
So it was a really big surprise to me. Yeah.
So now you've been doing it 3 years now.
Yes.
You got to be starting to climb the charts for like some of these records just at ISU, probably on other things.
I really hope so. I don't know. I don't really check until you hear something about it. I don't know.
Yeah. She's got how many more years you got left?
I got 1 more year left.
Okay, so she's got another year to even climb up even further. So that's some of your recent success. It hasn't always been sunshine and roses for you.
No.
Now, the reason why we have her on the show is she's battled some injuries. I want to talk about a little bit about those. So speaking of your freshman season, you were coming off a pretty major injury that included a surgery. Tell me a little bit about that.
Yeah, so I had surgery on my right labrum, and that happened May of 2022. So that was like my senior year of high school. So I was going in as a freshman here with an injury, still doing rehab, not cleared yet.
Yeah.
So I was out the whole fall. I was only wasn't really practicing, couldn't throw yet. So it was really hard, especially that summer too. Like I was just like, I can't practice. I couldn't do anything to prepare myself to come to college and be practicing every single day.
Right.
So obviously it was really hard mentally. Never been through. I've battled injuries like my whole life, but nothing this long. So it was really up and down, but look where I am today, and this is where I am now. So it's been a process,
So just to simplify things, so the labrum is the cartilage rim in the shoulder there. It helps keep the ball in the socket. So once you have that injury, a severe one, you need to have surgery, and it can be a reoccurring thing. So it's important to get the proper rehab, and that's not something that's done overnight. This is a 6-month easy process, if not longer, especially for overhead athletes or throwing athletes, which she is. She plays it in the outfield, so she's making those long throws, and there's almost nothing more than overhead pitching and long distance throwing that's more volatile on the shoulder. So it's important that she makes a full recovery. So she came to us about halfway through her rehab process. Again, like she said, she got the surgery in May. She came sometime in the summer before school started, and we kind of picked up where she had started. And then she kind of had quite the journey. Why don't you walk me through a little bit of the rehab? Kind of what was your mindset? Or did you ever feel like this isn't going to happen? I'm not getting my range back, or I'm not getting my strength back. And was the therapy what you expected, or tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah. So coming here, I didn't really know what you were gonna do and stuff, but we did range of motion. That was a little scary for me, honestly, because it was like, okay, how far could my shoulder go? Especially because my shoulders have been loose. So obviously my range of motion was way more than what it is now. So I was a little scary, but as I strengthened it and started moving it around a little bit more, it got a lot easier. And you would always test me every week, I would remember, to get that range of motion back and everything and the strength back. But it's been it was kind of not expecting, or I wasn't really sure what to expect when I was coming in, But Sure.
But you put in the hard work, and you've had a lot of success since then. We've talked about a little bit about that. And so you recovered from that injury, had some great years. And then, so Alyssa, she also has what I would say she's got some genetic laxity to her. So she's at an increased risk of injury, especially in the shoulder, with it being the most unstable shoulder in the body, and then the work she's putting through it. And so you actually ended up developing a minor injury, but still an injury nonetheless, in your left shoulder.
Yes.
And that started coming this last year. Why don't you talk us a little bit about that? What happened there?
Yeah, so last season, in the beginning of the season, my left shoulder started acting up. It would pop out of its socket too. And we tried getting like a brace for it. And they gave me a football shoulder brace.
A football player's brace.
A football player's brace.
Okay.
So obviously that is way too big for me.
That's right. I don't know if you can get a full size for Alyssa. Like, she's a heavy hitter, but she's not a big person.
Yeah.
Like, so a football brace is going to be like over the whole
way
body.
Too big. So I tried playing with that for the first 2 weeks, and I was like, this is too big for me. Like, they were wrapping that thing around me. I was like, I can't move, or this is really uncomfortable.
Yeah.
So I didn't play with it for the rest of the season, and I was perfectly fine. Like, nothing happened until this past fall, where I was just like diving or jumping or something, and it popped out again, and I was like, great, here we go.
Yeah.
So then they took me back to Corey. Yeah. So, more rehab, and I mean, that was great, I thought. Yeah.
That went really smooth. Obviously, it's not her throwing shoulder. And we were able to jump on it right away, so that it wasn't continuing to be a problem. And then she'd been down the road before, and so she kind of knew a lot of the exercise, and we were able to step things up. And I mean, she's just a hard worker. The proof is in the pudding, and so that was great. Anything stand out particular about the rehab process that you just never looked forward to, or you did look forward to?
Well, I kind of knew like what was coming. Like, I don't know. I've done it before with this shoulder, so I was like, this shoulder's.
So I was talking to Gracie, and she had to bring up BFR. Now you had BFR, but you had it on your guns.
Oh my gosh!
You had it on your arms.
That's right.
And so that's a whole other story than on your legs.
Yeah,
so how was that?
Really different. On my legs.
No, Gracie had it on her legs.
I was like, wait.
So it's way different situation on your arms, right? Like, you were tapping out.
Oh my gosh! Yeah, I was tapping out. Okay, so I've never done it on my right one, so this one was really different for me. Oh, I did not like it. Yeah. So I was like, I think the first time I did, I was like, Corey, like, what's going, like, I told you, like, this is too much. Yeah. And then you had to, like, bump it down for me. But I guess then I got used to it a little bit more. It was so uncomfortable, but, I did it.
I think it is more uncomfortable. I don't know. It's
more mental. You were right. Totally. You did tell me it was more mental than. It
is mental.
Yeah.
And it is a good thing. We'll chat about stuff like this a little bit later on. But yeah, that's a part of the sacrifice you got to make to get some good results.
Yeah.
So awesome. So you're playing now. You're playing phenomenal. You got some games coming up. So you're going to Boise.
Yes.
To play over there on Thursday, and then you guys come back and you have a home opener on Saturday against Washington.
Yes.
I think that's at 12:30 at the new field. What's the new field called?
The Direct Communications Field.
Direct Communications Field, up over there at Bartsfield.
Yeah.
So please go there, support them. They have a new field. It's beautiful. They have a great team. They're riding a lot of momentum. It's going to be a lot of fun. And those are schools that you guys can beat. They're big schools, but I mean, you already beat a ranked 13. These ones aren't even ranked, right?
Yeah. Well, actually, so today we did get like ranked actually. So
nice.
we were ranked 11th in like mid-major schools, which was really good actually. So that was actually really exciting. I don't think that's ever happened in ISU history.
Oh, cool. We love that.
Yeah. So I think like with that, I think teams are obviously gonna be coming for us. Say like Idaho State,
yeah,
but
they won't sleep on them.
Yeah, but I think we just got to carry what we did this past weekend into this weekend, and the rest of the weekends. Just we know we're a good team. We know we're a talented team. So I'm really excited to just show people what we got. Lots
of things to look at. They got a lot of talent on that team. So great coaches, great players. It's a great organization. All right, so last little bit of advice for other athletes struggling with injuries but still trying to compete at a high level. What kind of advice would you give them at this point?
Yeah, so my advice to athletes going through, injuries and stuff like that, it is rough. It's a very big mental battle. But all I could say is, like, trust the process. Like, you're going to get back out there. This is all part of it. And, you know, enjoy the time that you have. But yeah, enjoy the time that you have. You get a different point of view from like being on the sidelines, practicing or watching practice, watching the games and stuff like that. Like, you're learning. You're still learning. You're not like completely away from the game.
So don't check out. Like,
yeah,
totally,
you're not. Yeah, you're not checking out. But also, like, through these injuries too, like, you have a lot of downtime, you know, most of the time. So enjoy that downtime. Enjoy that time, like, with your family, with your friends. Like, you know, you don't get that time back. So, you know, take it day by day. Be patient. Don't rush anything. You don't want to injure yourself again. Like, it's all part of the process to make you a better player and everything.
And I think that's key, that being patient. You know, we come across this all the time because there's protocols that say, look, you can't go back and play till it's like 6 months. So you're in for it. You know, don't rush this thing. You'll get there. You'll be there. But you just kind of got to be patient for it, and just know that if you do it and you do it right, you can go on and continue to get Big Sky Player of the Week, week in, week out, knocking them out of the park, stealing bases, all that good stuff. So we are very honored to have you on the show. Thank you so much.
Thank you so
She
much.
is a phenomenal player and an even better person. So thank you for coming on the show.
Thank you, Corey.
I do have to remind our viewers, like, subscribe, comment, and share this. We got to get a bunch of likes on this. So thanks for tuning in again, and we'll see you on the next episode.